Chapter 14. Amrita Shergill, an artist who defied norms. Here is the story of one of the most talented artists of India, Amrita Shergill. She was a talented artist who broke the rules to create beautiful and unique paintings, inspiring many with her creativity and courage. India has produced so many great artists, especially painters in the last century. One such most talented painters ever to have graced the Indian soil was Amrita Shergill, an artist beyond any comparison. Though she left the world at the age of just 28 years, she left an indelible mark on the history of the contemporary Indian art. She is often referred to as India's Frida Kahlo. Amrita Shergill was one of the most impressive as well as the most gifted Indian artists belonging to the pre-colonial era. The paintings of Amrita Shergill reflect her deep passion and sense for colors. Her deep understanding of the Indian subjects also comes out through her paintings. Amrita Shergill was born on 30th January 1913 in Budapest, a city in Hungary. Born in an Indian Punjabi family, Amrita was by no means a typical Indian woman. Her father, Umrav Singh Shergill Majethia, was a Sikh aristocrat who was a scholar in Sanskrit. Her mother was a Hungarian singer, Marie Antoinette Gottesman. Amrita Shergill was the eldest of the two daughters born to her parents. Her family moved to Shimla, India in 1921, where the sisters began learning piano and violin. The talented girls even performed at concerts. Amrita displayed an interest in painting from a young age and started learning formally when she was 8. Amrita's mother recognized her talent and took her to Italy in 1924, where she got her enrolled at Santissima Annunziata, an art school. There she got exposed to Italian art. In Santissima Annunziata, Amrita Shergill received exposure to the works of the Italian artists, which furthered her interest in painting. She also received formal training in painting at the École des Beaux-Arts in Paris, under Lucien Simon. During that time, she was greatly influenced by the European painters such as Paul Cézanne and Paul Gauguin. Her paintings reflect a strong influence of the Western modes of painting, especially the ones practiced in the Bohemian circles of Paris in the early 1930s. She made her first major work, Young Girls, in 1932, for which she was elected as an associate of the Grand Salon in Paris in 1933. Thus, she became the only Asian to have received this honor. Even while she was in Europe in 1934, she was overcome by a strong urge to return to India. After she returned India, she became acquainted with the traditional forms of Indian art. She was influenced by Mughal and Pahadi schools of paintings. She toured the southern parts of India in 1937, and her journey of India resulted in painting the famous South Indian trilogy paintings. Bride's Toilet, depicting a bride getting ready for her wedding, was one of them. Two other paintings of trilogy were Brahmacharis and South Indian villagers going to market. Her attempts to use classical Indian style of painting can be seen in these. Even though she had lived in other countries, She felt at home in India, where she was able to pursue her artistic abilities. She felt that the purpose of her life was to portray the life of Indian people through her canvas. She was greatly pained by the plight of the poor Indians, especially women around her. She often painted agonizingly thin figures with grim expressions on their faces to depict the difficult life Indians lived at that time. Her first phase of painting is considered to have begun after she returned to India, as it marked her evolution as an artist. Post-marriage, the second phase of her painting started. The paintings she made during this phase were compared to the works of the masters of the Bengal School of Art. She was strongly influenced by the Pahadi and miniature schools of painting, which is evident from her works, such as in The Ladies, Enclosure and the Village Scene. At her peak, she was acclaimed to be the greatest painter of the century by art critics. She moved to Lahore in September 1941 with her husband Victor. Lahore was a major artistic hub in those days. She was supposed to open her first major solo show in Lahore when she mysteriously died, leaving the world shaken by her untimely death. The works of Amrita Shergill have been declared as national art treasures by the Government of India. Most of her paintings adorn the National Gallery of Modern Art in New Delhi. There is also a road named after the painter in Lutyens, Delhi, known as the Amrita Shergill Marg.